Let me start off by saying, if you do not like this video, you are not a chosen one. You are chosen to lose if you cannot support other chosen ones and the messages that must get across here on YouTube so we can, make the world a better place. Get out of this clown world that everybody else is in. Because it's what it is. What, you can't handle deep shit? You can't handle real shit? Stay with your clown world. Then don't like this video. Like the little coward that you are. You better fucking like this video before I reach to this camera and grab you so fucking fast that you ain't gonna know what to do when you feel my strength. So let's get into this video. Hee hee ha ha. I'm going to explain why the devil purposely attacks the chosen ones and comes for the chosen ones of this world that actually stand for something, that actually stand not only for something, but stand for the truth. He comes for the chosen ones because the chosen ones are the biggest threat. They are huge threats to his kingdom, the devil's. We are exactly that. We don't stand for evil. We stand for good by exposing the evil. You know what's even better than just acting like a holly jolly type of person? Exposing the evil so people don't fall into the trap, because that is the biggest trap. Some people wonder and come on this channel, oh, why can't you ever say anything positive? Why can't you just be nice? Why can't you do this? Why can't you do that? Me being nice and just overly nice and stuff like this and just spreading nothing but positivity, unfortunately, won't do the trick. Believe it or not, it won't. And yeah, I say some positive things. In my opinion, everything I say and preach on this channel is positive because it is the truth. How's that not positive? But I need to come at the intensity that I come with a lot to make some of you really understand. Because that's what it takes. I'm going to drill it in your head so you know the truth. So being overly nice, like I said, it's not going to do the trick. It's not going to teach people what they really need to be taught, because I got to drill it in heads a lot of the time by telling you the truth. Not to be overly nice, but to tell you big, big, big truths. There's a tall mountain to climb, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what's at the top? Some big cheeks. Some big cheeks. You want to get to the top of that mountain, you got to get those big cheeks. Yep. So, it's funny to me, the people that say things like that. Oh, you're not nice. Why you gotta say all these things? Why can't you just be nice? Do you ever say anything positive? You are a fool and you have no idea what you're talking about. Anybody on this channel, the loyal subscribers, which there's so many of you, you guys understand that this really is positivity. It really is. Because truth is positivity, in my opinion. Being overly happy, nice. I know people that act so overly happy, like so overly and just overly nice. I know people like that. Do you guys believe that bullshit? Do you guys believe that bullshit? Because I don't. Anybody can do that. Anybody can act overly nice as if there's some God. But I ain't falling for that. I think exposing deep truths and helping people not fall into the traps of the devil, which is a lot of what I do on this channel, is more positive than anything you can ever even think or come up with. I guarantee you that. Because falling into the traps of the devil, which a lot of people are doing today in the world, is the biggest killer. There's nothing else that's killing people more than this. So the more I preach on these deep truths, the less likely those things are to happen. If you know the truth, it probably will not happen. But if I don't speak on such topics, people ain't gonna know what hit them until it really hit them, which is falling into the traps of the devil. And I know all about it. I fell into some traps, but I had the God Almighty's strength by my side to get out. And guess what? Now I teach, now I preach. Because I don't want anybody else, I don't want any soldiers, I don't want anybody else falling into the traps that I fell into. Because you can end up getting killed. If you don't have the strength that I had, you're going to end up dead. I felt like near death many, many times. But with the strength of the Lord, with the strength within myself, I was able to get out. The devil is very powerful. We cannot lie about that. We cannot deny that. I can't sit here and lie to you guys and say the devil's not powerful. He is very powerful. God is just more powerful. So, if you have him by your side, you will be good. You do not want to fall into the traps of Satan himself. You don't. It's not a place you want to be. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people in this world that don't understand a lot of things yet. To me, I would sound crazy to these people, but they don't understand yet. Like a lot of young kids maybe. Stuff like that. But as you get older, you learn. Sometimes it takes some catastrophic things. Sometimes it takes some life-altering things for you to really wake up and understand what this world is all about. Because I do my best on this channel daily to try to get the word out there, to try to make people realize the dangers and the evil in this world. There's good too. There's a lot of good. But you cannot get entangled with the evil. That is something I have been entangled with. I don't want it to happen to anybody else. Because it is devastating, very devastating, life-altering, life-changing. Quite possibly, it could be. And if you did not have the strength that I had, you probably ain't getting out. Your life probably will be altered in the wrong direction for the rest of your life. You will not be living authentic to who you really are. And that is not where you want to be. I've overcome so many things, and I got myself back on track. And I got back to my roots as a younger kid when everything was so freaking good, man. Because I'm like the version of my younger self that I was before my middle-aged years. So we're kids at one time, right? Then we get to the teenage, then we get to the older teenage, then we get to the young adult, then we get to the adult. In my middle-ish years, let's say later teens, things got really bad. That's when things usually get bad for people. That's when people start to experience some horrific things. It's just that age. I don't know what it is, but it is. I know so many people, and I've met so many younger kids, and I work with a lot of younger kids. After I've overcome certain things, and I saw what they were like at the age of, let's say, about 15 to 16-ish, they had so much peace within themselves as people. They never really went through things yet. They still had their innocence. You guys know what I'm talking about. But when they got to the age of 17, 18, I could start to see, because I saw them again, and I could see a huge shift. And it reminded me of what I was like when I had my innocence to when I went through certain things at that age. that changed my outlook on things, that changed my mood, that changed a lot of things, man. There's a lot of evil in this world. I don't know what it is about around like 17, 18. That's the time, you know, where bad things can happen to some good people. And I just remember seeing firsthand how other people were and had their innocence, and then I can tell they went through something. They dealt with certain people. It changes you. It changes you for a bit. But you got to become awakened to that reality. You got to become awakened to the devil and to what he does in his game and how he runs his games. You got to become awakened to that and then snap back into reality again. That's what you have to do. But it's a devastating thing to go through, man. Very devastating. I've saw it firsthand, like I said. Younger kids had their innocence, lost it around that age. Because you start to become closer to an adult. People can take wrong turns and get into some bad things. I stopped myself real fast whenever things were taking shifts, and I made the right decisions very fast. I did not waste no time. That's the only damn reason why I am who I am today, and as established as I am today, and have the head on my shoulders that I have today, because of how fast I made the right decisions when things went wrong. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't have it in them to make those right decisions as fast as I have. A lot of people can go down really, really, really dark paths, man. I know old friends I had that their own parents abandoned them and they had virtually nothing. They went from a hockey superstar with NHL aspirations to a complete bum because this person's parents had a situation that happened and he kind of got abandoned by both. And he was in a happy, healthy family when he was younger, when I met him, and he was a lot like me. And he went from being a young gun, went from Mr. Hotshot to virtually nothing. Not only nothing, worse than nothing. Impregnating 2 different females at a very young age, 18, 19, 2 different females, 2 different baby mamas, 2 different kids with 2 different baby mamas. To being basically a bum. In a snap of a finger, that's how fast life can change. And this all has to do with the devil. Unfortunately, this kid did not pass the tests. I tried to help this guy. I tried to make him realize what you got to do, where you should be going, what you should be doing. You know, you can only help people so much. I can't force him to do certain things. I can try. I can try and help him as much as I possibly can. But it wasn't enough. I can't physically force him to do the right things. So that's the type of, you know, things that can happen to people, and people can really take wrong turns in life and really, really get messed up. Which brings me back to as to why I do these videos. Why are you so negative, Joel? This is negative, you fucking devil? You think this is negative? This is the truth, which a lot of people in this world need to hear. A lot of people need guidance. And I have people on this channel, not a lot, just very, very seldomly and randomly. Someone will say something like, oh, you're so negative, man. Why can't you ever say anything positive? You have no fucking clue what you're talking about at all. I never thought in my life helping people was negative. Helping people realize truths that they may have not have realized yet. That's negative? Deem me as a bad person? You are a devil yourself, you so-called overly happy, positive person. This is what I'm talking about. I don't trust these overly happy, positive people. I really don't. I'm not saying you can't laugh your ass off, guys. I literally take laugh attacks. When I'm with you know, a couple fellas that I'm like this with, we're having a good time. We can literally take laugh attacks, and man, it's a good time. But there's a big difference between that and just acting and being overly nice and positive. That to me is sus. You see people like that when you might go somewhere to order food or something like that. People's being right nice. It's like they have to do that. It's unauthentic. That's what I'm trying to say here. They have to act like really nice. You're being waited on. I can sense these people's energies. It does not match how happily and nice they look in their face when they're trying to like, what do you want to eat? And all this stuff. Like, bro, I can feel the energy. You don't have to show me any of that because I can feel your energy. As far as I'm concerned. So, that's why I'm saying don't trust these overly happy, overly nice type of people because it's bullshit most of the time. And I'm not saying all the time it is. If someone's being nice, don't be like, yeah, that's the devil. No, I'm not saying that. You just have to realize what is what. There's a time and a place to be happy, to laugh, to be laughy, giggly, actually being in a happy, positive state rather than acting happy and in a positive state. That's what I'm trying to say here. So there's a big difference. And this is exactly why, like I said, the devil targets the chosen ones. Because we are the biggest threat to his kingdom and all the work he does. He hates me, bro. I'm telling you. I get tested to this day. The devil don't like me. I have people sending me death threats. I have people doing all this crazy stuff. It's not going to stop me. You can send whatever death threats you want. You can fly to, you know, where I live. Have fun. You try and kill me, you might end up dead. And I ain't going to get in trouble. Because if you try to kill me and you get killed, you think I'm getting in trouble? It's called self-defense. You can try. Give a fuck. I'm built for war, man. I really am. And I thought about the military when I was younger, but I have different plans. I've had different plans. God has had different plans for me. I even tried to go against his plans. I didn't know I was going against his plans at one point, trying the things that I've tried in my life and going down certain career paths. I didn't know. I thought it was it, but it wasn't. He had different plans for me. And I'm capitalizing on his plans. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So, and I'm only going to keep doing that. No matter how much time it takes, no matter how much work it takes, I'm going to go by God. That's it. And I didn't even try to go against him when I did. That was not my intention. I thought I was on point, but I wasn't. That's why mistakes are a must in this world. You have to make mistakes so you can get it right. You might not get it right on your first shot. An idea might not come to mind where it's like, okay, I'm going to do this, and you're young and you go and do it and everything just plans out and works out and everything's perfect. A lot of the time it don't work that way. You have to take different paths. You have to go down different roads and stuff like that to find out it wasn't that. So there's something different, and then you tried that something different and that could have been it. So there's a whole thing there, and I believe the devil had something to do with my life. Try to stop me from my potential for what I can do for everybody else, for others. And he did a damn good job. But guess what? God is more powerful than the devil. So you stay with God. You're going to pan out just fine. You get yourself in peace. You can hear his voice. His own voice is your voice. His voice is your voice. It's the higher power is what you feel. And you don't let anything interrupt that. You are a very powerful person. And you got to use your power for the good. There's stupid people, like I said, that come on this channel that try to downplay that. And I ain't buying it. Not at all. So as long as you're with God, He will do right unto your life. If you make terrible decisions, life-altering decisions, you think this is a good thing to do, you think this is a good idea to do, you're going to get a huge wake-up call. Ain't shit going to go right. Ain't shit going to go right for you, bro. Because you had a want or a need. God's plan is much bigger than your wants and needs. You have to go by God. That's it. And if you're a chosen one, I promise you, the devil's going to try to stop you. But if you're a true chosen one, he's never going to stop you. He's going to hate you. He's going to despise you. He's going to try to set you up. He's going to try to do this. He's going to try to do that. But you will get through it. And he ain't going to have shit on you because you got God. God is always greater than the devil. The devil's powerful. God is more powerful. That's the difference. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys can take something from this video. And it's time to wrap this one up. And get out of here. Get some water. Get a meal. Probably head to bed. And we do it all again the next day with some more videos, fresh topics. I'm prepared to let loose some more information, because I got a lot of information. I got a lot to say, and you guys know that. I got a lot to say all the time. I got a lot. It's an endless amount of information. So don't forget to like this video. Comment, subscribe if you're new here. I would probably, recommend you to subscribe to this channel. I'd probably recommend that. You probably should. And share this video if you must.